stepping back from the brink of war. Today, President Donald Trump indicated that he would not respond with military force after no one was harmed in Iran's missile strikes on military bases housing U.S. troops overnight. White House correspondent Mark Irons reports. Mark?
Tracy, President Trump says Americans should be grateful today following this missile strike directed at bases in Iraq. It's the latest tense moment between the U.S. and Iran, but President Trump confirms no casualties.
No Americans were harmed in last night's attack by the Iranian regime.
President Trump says Iran appears to be standing down. Today, the president backed away from threats to retaliate with military force, instead promising more sanctions.
As we continue to evaluate options in response to Iranian aggression, the United States will immediately impose additional punishing economic sanctions on the Iranian regime.
His remarks come after Iran fired more than a dozen ballistic missiles at 2 Iraqi military bases where U.S. troops are stationed. The president says minimal damage was inflicted at the bases. Iran ordered the missile strike in revenge following last week's U.S. drone strike that killed General Qasem Soleimani.
He should have been terminated long ago.
Today, Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Khamenei says last night's missile strike gave the U.S. a slap, and Iran's Revolutionary Guard threatened to respond with greater strength if the U.S. retaliated, warning American allies as well. Any territory that is the starting point of aggressive acts against Iran will be targeted. But Iran's foreign minister indicated the country isn't looking for a continuation of crisis, tweeting, "We do not seek escalation or war, but will defend ourselves against any aggression." And despite a collapsing 2015 Iran nuclear deal, today, President Trump repeated one of his priorities.
Iran will never be allowed to have a nuclear weapon.
In light of the tension with Iran, today the president of the U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops is calling for peace and prayers. Archbishop Jose Gomez asked for intercession through Mary, the Queen of Peace, that Jesus Christ may strengthen peacemakers, comfort the suffering, and protect the innocent. Tracy?
All right, thank you, Mark.